Hello, J4K. I'm back with another video. This video is an official follow-up to the video titled 10 Pieces to the Puzzle, What Happened in Room 926. So this video is going to focus on the lobby and front desk area. And I had to remind myself, why are we going back to the lobby? And it's because puzzle piece number 10, I stated that no one's seen Kanika after room 926. I speculated that something had to happen in room 926 because nobody made a statement that they actually seen her in the hallways or common areas or kitchen after leaving room 926. Okay? So that out of all 10 items, that item was the most contested puzzle piece. And people challenged me like, no, she was in the lobby. She was in the lobby. Um, and so I went back and did some research and figured out where the lobby narrative came from. Okay. And there's a good possibility that it might be true. The confusing part is there's so many people not telling the truth in their statements. And then we have the Rosemont Police Department not providing all of the footage. So that's why we're having so much conflict over was she in the lobby or not, okay? So this video, we're going to go over how this happened, who said what, and I'm going to show you evidence that there most likely were cameras on the ninth floor. She most likely was in the lobby, and the people in room 926 are most likely lying. Okay, so I have my notes. This won't be a long video. Okay, so the first place that we hear about Kanika being left in the lobby is on Teresa's 911 call. This is Kanika's mother. She called 911 after going to the hotel and being told that there is no cameras, that there's nothing they can do, they can't locate her, and so she called the police. And the reason she called the police specifically was to ask them to come down to the hotel and review the cameras and find Kanika. Okay, what she tells the 911 dispatcher, I'm going to post the links, okay? The first link is going to be, let me make sure I do this right. The first link is going to be the link with Teresa, the 911 call, okay? So if you go to the first link, at the 4-minute and 10-second mark, you're going to hear her say, these kids are not telling the truth. They say they left her in the lobby to go get the phone, and then when they came back down, she wasn't there anymore. Okay? I listened to the tape over and over and over and over and over again. In the beginning of the tape, she told the 911 dispatchers that they say they left her in front of the hotel. Okay? So, they were already giving Kanika's mother conflicting information from the very beginning. She already knew the night before she even found her daughter, she knew something was wrong, and she knew that they were not telling the truth. Okay? So I want you to go back and listen to the tape, but this is the first place that we learn about Kanika being left in the lobby. Okay? Now, the second place we hear about Kanika being left in the lobby is in the Chicago Tribune, which is a very, people trust the Chicago Tribune. And this was on September 15th. So I'm going to make sure that this is the second link so that you can go check that out. The article is called Kanika Jenkins' Mother Says Activists Who Viewed freezer video misrepresented family. And we know that she's talking about Andrew Holmes, okay? So they found Kanika on September 10th, 2017. But by 5 days later, she had already fell out with this man and figured out that he was a fraud, okay? So I want you guys to go read the article. Um, this is what Andrew Holmes says, okay? He says he's seen the video, and he said the video shows Jenkins, 19, waiting in the lobby of the Crown Plaza O'Hare Hotel. So that's pretty clear. He's told the newspaper that he seen a video where she was waiting in the lobby, okay? After her friends apparently went up to the room in which they had been partying to retrieve some possessions. Jenkins then takes the elevator to a lower level and wanders around, opening doors in an apparently disoriented manner, he said. So Andrew Holmes is telling us that Kanika was waiting in the lobby and she went to the lower levels from the lobby. Mind you, what they released to the public, they're trying to make it seem like Kanika went to the lower levels from the 9th floor. There's no video of her getting on the elevator, and they say that's because she got on at the 9th floor, okay? Later in the article, it says, however, later Thursday at a protest outside Crown Plaza, Jenkins' mother, Teresa Martin, said she was misrepresented by the activist who called the news conference, okay? So she's saying that he does not speak for the family. When asked whether Holmes had been shown the video, the Rosemont police spokesman did not answer directly, but expressed appreciation for Holmes' assistance. When asked whether Holmes, the activist that Teresa fell out with, had even been shown the video, the Rosemont police spokesman did not answer directly, but expressed appreciation for Holmes' assistance. So that's what I mean by confusion. It's not even clear if Andrew Holmes seen any videotape, because the police would not confirm that. Okay, he says he's seen a videotape where she was waiting in the lobby and she got on the elevator from there. The mother says the girls told her the same story, that they took her to the lobby, they went back upstairs to get some items, and then she wasn't there. She also said in the call, at another part of the call, that they left her in front of the hotel. Okay? All right. Confusing, right? Okay, but it gets better. We're going to go to Vice News. Vice News wrote an article. This is going to be, let me label this. This is going to be the third link that I want you to check out. Okay? So Vice News says the article was written September 14th. So this is a day before the Chicago Tribune. Vice News put out their article. Their article says, for activists, Kanika Jenkins' case shows how law enforcement fails Black girls. Okay? And in the middle of the article, it says, Teresa Martin told local media that the hotel called the police to complain about the knocking, and one of the responding officers agreed to look at the security footage again. Okay, so this is when they're still looking for Kanika. The family had come to the hotel. They had to turn up because they were not respecting Teresa, and so they started knocking door to door. Okay? All right. So one of the responding officers agreed to look at the security footage again. On his second viewing, which occurred at 10 p.m. Saturday, they eventually spotted Jenkins on video staggering drunk near the front desk. So this is very specific. This is not main lobby floor. This is not vague. They're saying that the officer who viewed the footage says he spotted Kanika staggering drunk near the front desk. That would be the lobby, right? The timestamp was from 3:20 a.m. earlier. Very specific, right? I don't know where Vice News got this from, but this is what they reported 4 days after Kanika was found. Now, I'm going to do a link to an older video that I did related to the catalog of videos that Kanika was actually seen in. This is going to be link number 4. And I don't have these documents anymore, so that's why I'm directing you to the video. I did a screenshot of that video. I hope you can see it. Okay. Now, it's hard to see. I don't know why this camera won't focus. I think because of the light is not that good in this room. This is, I can't do nothing about that. But basically, when you go to the video, you're going to see that the first entry is from the Southwest Hall at 1:13 a.m. This is when she's coming into the hotel, right? Then she's walking through the food court. This is also 1:13. Supposedly, according to them, according to this, there is no footage of Kanika on camera until 3:25, where she's on the passenger elevator. Okay? So what Vice News is saying that before she got on the passenger elevator, there's a video of her staggering drunk near the front desk at 3:20. Okay? This passenger elevator is at 3:25. So does that make sense? Yeah. That Kanika was in the lobby at 3:20 on video. The detective seen it. At 3:25, she got on the passenger elevator. The problem is, where's the 3:20 video of her in the lobby? Where's any evidence of her being in the lobby? I don't know. So I do believe, that there's a good chance she was there. I'm going to also go to a report from Detective Anthony D. Ilakova. I'm going to tell you what he says. He says, okay, this is in his report. He did his report on September 11th, 2017, okay? Anthony D. Ilakova says, Kanika is observed on video surveillance exiting an elevator on the lower level at approximately 3:25. Kanika is by herself as she exited the elevator. Kanika is observed on additional video surveillance cameras on the lower level and main lobby level. Kanika is by herself and appears to be impaired as she is walking through the hallways. So we have possibly another detective that's saying that he also seen some footage, surveillance cameras on the lower level and main lobby level. He didn't say front desk and that she was waiting, but he did say there's some additional video footage cameras on the lower level and main lobby level. Okay? So I wanted to bring that to you. A few other things that I found. Um, let's see. Okay, this is important. Let me find it. I said I was gonna tell you about evidence that I found that there were cameras on the ninth floor. So that's what this part is. This is the hotel security. He gave his statement on September 18th, 2017. We talked about in the last video 10 pieces to the puzzle when he went and confronted the lookouts, etc., but I didn't read the full statement. So after he tells the detectives that he's seen the lookouts, there was a noise complaint, this and that, the security continued that after 3 a.m., he distributed folios to various rooms. That's just like your bill, right? So he distributed the bills to the various rooms. The front desk called over the radio that 3 girls were walking on the ninth floor. When he made contact with them, one of the females stated that she was looking for her sister. Okay. So, how would the front desk know that there's 3 girls walking on the ninth floor if they don't have cameras on the ninth floor? Who is going to call in that there's 3 girls walking on the ninth floor? It doesn't make sense. The front desk, it's most likely that the front desk seen these girls walking around on the ninth floor at an odd time. And because they also see hotel security up there, they radio him to let him know what's going on so that he can check on it. Okay? After 3 a.m., he distributed folios to various rooms. The front desk called over the radio that 3 girls were walking on the ninth floor. When he made contact with them, one of the females stated that she was looking for her sister. He was told to tell the group that they either need to return to their room or go to the lobby and wait there. He was told to tell this group that they need to return to their room or go to the lobby and wait there. Okay, so I do think that Kanika was in the lobby. I do think that there were cameras on the ninth floor. There's a previous video with more evidence, the hole in the wall where they took off the camera. But I think this evidence is a little bit better. It's very difficult to explain how the front desk would know what's going on the ninth floor without cameras, right? And she knows 3 girls. It's very specific. So um, that's what I wanted to share with you all today. We already know that Rosemont is not forthcoming with all of the evidence in this case, even though they had a Freedom of Information Act. We've already found problems with the footage that they did provide, but to make problems even worse, there's a lot that they did not provide, okay? It's just, I don't think it's a coincidence that the mother was told she was in the lobby, that the detectives are saying they've seen video surveillance of her in the main lobby, that the news reported 4 days later that she was waiting in the lobby at 3:20, which is very specific. Um, so I do think that she was in the lobby. And I think this further points out that the people in room 926 are lying, because none of them say that she went to the lobby. Also, while I was doing the research, I always believed that Kanika was gone and missing from about 2:30ish, right? And then when I start looking at, you know, when people said she left, Most people say around 3. Who said 2:30? And I'm gonna tell you. Um, it's in Irene's text messages. Irene says in her message, um, I swear to God, around 2 something. Okay? And then they put in parentheses, sent in regards to what time Kanika left the room. But she's the only person that says around 2 something. Okay? Um, Irene's sister and friend says Kanika left the room by herself. She left the room by herself. Her friends followed behind roughly a few minutes later. She then stated that the friends came back for Kanika's car keys and cell phone. So nobody's story is really adding up. The times aren't adding up. They changed who she left with. They changed where she was left. Um, they say they came back in and told people she wasn't found. People that were there said they didn't hear anything about it, that they went down to the lobby and people were looking for her. They didn't even know that she was missing. Okay? So there's just a lot of discrepancies in this case. As you guys already know, that's why we're 4 years in, still trying to figure it out. But I am leaning towards Kanika was in the lobby. Okay. If you listen to the 911 call, Teresa also met people at the hotel that said they seen Kanika. Okay. Um, they gave her the runaround to the 11th floor and whatever, you know. So something is up. With all of these pieces not going together. We got to try to figure out who do we believe in this story and who's not telling the truth, right? So that's going to be the next video. The next video I'm going to cover the conflicts in statements, and we're gonna get down to the bottom of whose statement has the most credibility. Okay. So in this video, I just want you to let me know what you think. Do you think Kanika was in the lobby and then she got on the elevator, or do you think they left her in the hallway and she got on the elevator from there? And I will be back soon. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.